Well, hello everybody. Hope you're all doing good today. It's Leo here. I am out in just outside of Matewan at a good friend's place. If y'all been watching the channel for a while, watching any of the camping videos or the Hillbilly Files videos, you probably remember this place. This is the Hatfield's Hideout riverfront campgrounds and cabins that a friend of ours named Chancey Hatfield owns. Yeah, they're Hatfields, yes. His dad, Hank, runs the campground. Real good dude. Just likes it. Likes to hang out in the campground, likes to meet the new people as they come in. People from all across the country. Takes good care of everybody. He's been staying in here, in a little camper here. He stays here, Hank does. Take care of the place. That's Hank's camper right down there, washed off. You see the cabin sitting down there? Pretty little cabin, isn't it? Problem is, that's not where that cabin's supposed to be. That cabin's supposed to be up here. There's another one that looks as though it's just completely disintegrated. I don't see it at all. But if some of you will remember, just a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, Heather and I came over and we stayed here, and we stayed in a little covered wagon. And I guess a lot of y'all probably saw that one, probably remember the one I'm talking about, where we came over and we stayed in this covered wagon for a couple days. And we're doing stories and stuff around here, and doing historic stories. I want to show you the old wagon, what's left of it after the floodwaters went down. The rest of the campground, it just looks so innocent to look around. It's just a pretty grassy field still. But if you look down, you can see all the grass is laid this one direction, following the current. And right there's what's left of the wagon. You really hate this, don't you? Heather and I camped out right there in that cabin about a month ago. It's flooded now. Looks like we've been cleaning on it, but it got hit. Looks like the top got damaged pretty bad. They had to take it off. The office, it got hit. And you can see where the water was. Washed all the picnic tables up in against this tree right here. We sat right here and had a little campfire inside that old UTV. Wonder if Hank's around. The only cabins that I saw that looks like they got spared are the ones back in there. There's 3 cabins back in there that got spared. And of course, if you're camping, if you've got plans to come down to go camping, tent camping, all of that is still fine. The ground, it looks like it's not been touched unless you look at the grass. You can see that the grass is all laid in one direction. Looks like we had a big pile of sand right here behind the building. It'll do that sometimes. The river will come down, and behind stuff, it'll kind of pile up sand there. I was kind of hoping I'd see Hank, but I don't see him anywhere. Look at the sand on the porch. I've sat on this porch before. Just sat here talking with Hank. Yeah, it's flooded in there. It looks like it got a few feet at least up in there. But let's go take a look at the river. And I just thought I would show you guys some of this. I mean, there's places like this that got flooded all over. You know, this is just one business, you know, one friend. Looks so innocent, doesn't it? River just looks so innocent. Usually is. Usually. Not always. Kind of changed the bank a little bit too. There used to be a bank that went out there. Looks like it's washed it out. That spot right there, that curve right here, you know, reputed to be, rumor has it, you've heard of Johnsy and Roseanne Hatfield fight, Hatfield-McCoy feud. Supposedly they got caught skinny dipping right there when they were supposed to be feuding. They're supposed to be shooting at each other, but no, we're skinny dipping. It's a shame though, isn't it? You know, you see this kind of stuff, you know, and ain't a thing you can do. You know, all you can do is maybe after the recovery, you know, you can promote the place some more, you know, try to help them recover is all you can do. But I saw video of these guys, Chancey, the owner, the day after the flood, when the water went down. You would think in a situation like that they would be worried about themselves, right? You know, coming over here doing work on their places and, you know, get right to fixing their stuff back up, right? No. The day after the floodwaters went down, I saw a video of Chancey going down the river road, clearing this road so that his neighbors could get in and out. He took care of his neighbors before he took care of himself. That's pretty impressive by anybody's standards. You know, somebody do something like that when they get flooded, when their entire business is flooded, and you know, Hank, his dad, his camper, it's over in the weeds, you know, by the riverbank, and they're out trying to help the neighbors. Right here was where one of the cabins sat. You can see one there, one here, and all of this. You can see where the cabins just literally got picked up, washed off, floated away. Kevin Eastman owns Eastman Motorsports. I was talking to him earlier. He said that he sat over there and watched as Chancey's cabin, the first one, lifted off the ground and started to float, and then just disintegrated into a bunch of rubble and floated away. I mean, could you imagine, guys, your dreams, you know, the stuff that you've taken, an old piece of land, wasn't worth much, and you've turned it into something, you know, for your family, something to leave to your children, and then you get flooded. I saw a buddy of mine named Bill had a camper over here too. He got flooded, and I saw pictures of his camper just completely covered in mud, everything in it ruined. Like I said, it just looks so innocent right now though, don't it? Looks almost normal, except for some debris here and there. It looks almost normal. It just cleaned the valley out, didn't it? The whole bottom. It just pretty much wiped it out. 2 buildings, the office and the bathroom. Cabins are gone. The only cabins still standing are the 3 back up that way. Look at that. That's Hank's camper. If you've been up here, well, I've introduced Hank. I've shown him on our channel a couple times. He's been on the channel. I camped over here this past summer, as a matter of fact. All the weeds, you know, it's all gone. Stripped it down bare. I see part of one of the cabins way down through there. Look at that. It's part of his floor or a roof or something. Could be a wall. Wow. All sorts of debris washed out of other people's yards and just washed right down in the into the riverbank. This cabin here, Heather and I stayed in this one once. This was up here. Heather and I actually stayed in this cabin one time. Completely flooded. I won't go in, you know, it's Chancey's place, but I just thought I'd show it to you guys. Wow, look at that. That cabin, you can see it down there. It floated from way up there. Wow. What is that? Part of some kind of building, isn't it? Propane tanks, tires, just about anything that'll float has been washed up on the riverbank. So there's going to be a lot of cleanup to do, that's for sure. It is part of a roof. I can see the roof down here. Washed it all the way down. Look at that, there's a bumper to a car. What, 25 foot up a tree? It cleaned the banks, didn't it? All of the brush is completely gone, stripped down to bare sand. Gonna take a while to get it all cleaned up, ain't it? And if I know Chancey, he won't fool around too much. Now you can see this, look at the ground. You can see where the water was up here. Got in those too, didn't it? There's his cabin. Hard to believe rain can do that kind of damage. There it is though. Looks like we've moved that. Just gonna put it up here maybe. Look at that. It's just all piled up right here. There's one of the cabins down there. It's a mess, ain't it? Definitely a mess. But it'll get took care of eventually. I will admit I've been here for the 77 flood, the 84 flood. I've seen a few here. It seems everybody that I know seems to be pulling together really well. And there's still some places, there's a couple inches of water, you know, here and there. But it's draining slowly. Everything is starting to dry out. And the recovery process has already, well, it's already started. I started to say it will be starting for real soon, but it's already started. It started the day after, didn't it? Well, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, I just wanted to bring you out and show you Chancey's place and show you guys some of what's going on down here, some of what happened in hillbilly country, and just kind of share some of this with you guys. The news tends to forget things pretty quickly. They seem to have really short memories when it comes to stuff like this. So I guess it's probably a good thing to keep it out in the forefront, right? Okay, we'll see you guys later. Y'all have a really good day. And those of you who do, pray for some of these people. They could use it. We'll see you guys later. Leo out.